It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg Wavernick. Whether it's going for a perfect regular season, clinching a playoff spot, or just ending the year with a solid performance, there's a little something on the line for all teams playing in their final game of the regular season. Let's go to a game of two teams who will move on to the playoffs as Onalaska hosts Logan. Rangers going for a perfect regular season and the outright MVC championship. Second quarter, Logan's Dylan Crocker takes the handoff and takes flight. Leaping into the end zone, it's a 28-7 Rangers lead. Third quarter, Logan going for it on fourth down. Trey Davis finds Kyle Bacalarz in the flats. Bacalarz takes it 20 yards for the score, extending the lead to 34-7. Fourth quarter, more Rangers. Bacalarz right up the middle to make it 42-7. Onalaska still putting up a fight. Hilltoppers QB Ryan Williams fakes the handoff, and he goes off to the races. 68 yards for the score. But it's Logan getting the big win, 49-13, as the Rangers remain undefeated and clinch the MVC outright. One loss, Holman wraps up the regular season hosting Sparta. First quarter, Holman's Cam Zimmerman with the option fake. Shakes off a few tackles and walks in for the score. That's the first touchdown of the game. Spartans looking to answer back. They drop back to pass. But Holman's Seth Wilson is going to be there for the interception. He takes this one to the house. Touchdown Holman. They go up 14-0. Later in the first, Zimmerman keeps it going for the Vikings. He takes this one up the middle for another score. It's 21-0, and Holman running on to a 42-13 win. West Salem tries to head into the postseason on a two-game win streak, hosting Central. Opening kickoff of the game. Check it out. West Salem's Braxton Gelfie with the ball. And he gets going, following his blockers. 88 yards for the score. Panthers up 7-0. Central responds right away. Red Raider drive capped by this Connor Williams 6-yard touchdown. Just like that, we're all tied 7-7. Still in the first quarter, it's Williams again, this time from 5 yards away. The Red Raiders on the board again. They go up 14-7. West Salem fights back. The Panthers, Graham Walter punching it in from 3 yards out. It's a 14-all ball game. West Salem would pull away in the second half to win it 44-29. It's homecoming weekend at Tomah as the Timberwolves host Aquinas. Second quarter, Tomah driving. Jack Hay finds Josh Reppel, who drags a defender with him to get the Timberwolves inside the 10-yard line. And that would set up this play. Ben Venner barreling in for the 2-yard score. 21-0 Tomah lead, and that was the last check at the fourth quarter. They were up by 3 touchdowns. Well, Arcadia with a win tonight will head into the postseason as one of the teams to beat in Division 5. WisSports.net has the unbeaten Raiders ranked number 3 in the state with impressive wins this season versus teams currently ranked number 4 and number 7. Arcadia closing out the regular season at GET. Third quarter, Arcadia up 16-0 but driving. Aaron Benson goes up the middle for the score. It's 22-0. GT looking to keep it close. Here's the pitch to the running back. But he's back to throw. Arcadia's Sam Schwiesel's there for the pick in the end zone. Raiders get the football back, and that would set up this. Rob Hesley to Zach Pronczynski. He slices and dices the defense all the way to the end zone for another Arcadia score, 29-0. Later in the fourth, Raiders looking to shut the door. Here's Brody back up the middle in the end zone. Arcadia up 36-0, and that's the final score. Arcadia, outright Cooley champion, finishing off a perfect regular season. Well, Black River Falls hosting Westby. Both of these teams sharing a couple things in common. Both 7-1 heading into tonight, and both teams only lost coming at the hands of Arcadia. First quarter, Jack Rue connects with Matt LaFonge down the sideline for a big gain. Tigers deep in Norseman territory. Later on in the drive, it's going to be Rue to LaFonge again in the corner of the end zone. It's 8-0 BRF with the advantage. LaFonge would finish the game with 2 scores. Westby trying to answer back, but it's Dusty Shanky getting the interception for the Tigers, and BRF would cash in. Ryan Millis from 4 yards out. That's his first of 2 touchdowns. A big win by Black River Falls, 37-0 as they finish second in the Cooley Conference standings. The other game in the Cooley tonight has Luther at Viroqua. Viroqua looking to tie things up, but it's Luther's Caleb McNally who's there for the stop. Score remains 14-7, Knights lead heading into the half. Opening kickoff of the second half, Luther's Colin Kennedy picks this one up, and he hands it off to McNally, who takes it down the sideline all the way for the score. That touchdown gives the Knights a 20-7 lead. Viroqua would come back They take their first lead of the game with a half-minute to play, and it's Viroqua 26, Luther 20. Well, we still have 5 more stops to get to, including conference championships up for grabs in both the Dairyland and Ridge and Valley. The News 8 Highlight Zone will be right back. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. First place up for grabs this evening in the Dairyland Conference. One loss, Oliva Strum hosting 6-0 Independence Gilmanton. First quarter, Matthew Higley sets up to punt, but he fakes it, and Gage Everson is up open for a 23-yard pass. Oliva Strum picking up the first down and then some. And that sets up a couple plays later. Quinn Olson taking it in for a Cardinals touchdown, and they take an early 8-0 lead. To the second quarter now, the Indies answer back on this Austin Whitwam 6-yard touchdown, but they fail on the 2-point conversion. It's an 8-6 ball game. A huge 4th down stop for the Cardinals here at the end of the first half. Indies Austin Whitwam taking the carry, but the Cardinal defense too much. Oliva Strum goes into the locker room with that 2-point lead, and Oliva Strum wins it 16-6. So Oliva Strum and Indy Gilmanton will share the 2014 Dairyland Conference Championship. We have to love these matchups on the final night of the regular season. Cochrane Fountain City hosting Lincoln. Winner gets in the playoffs, loser's season comes to an end. First quarter, CFC's Dylan Wolf takes it in for a 3-yard score, and the Pirates get on the board first. It's a 6-0 ball game. Middle of the second quarter now, Lincoln back to punt. Jay Schuring blocks the punt, and Wolf recovers it. Pirates with the ball and in good field position. That would lead to a 20-yard field goal by Garrison Ferrum. Pirates will lead by 3 points at the half. To the third, CFC lining up for the field goal. It's a fake! Doesn't fool Lincoln one bit. Eli Powell there for the tackle. Turnover on downs. CFC holding on to that 3-point lead. Lincoln would score a late touchdown, but were unable to get the onside kick. CFC wins it 16-12 as the Pirates clinch a spot in the playoffs. More Dairyland. Melrose Mindoro beating Whitehall 36-6. Melman was already in the playoffs. Whitehall needed that win in order to get in. And Augusta beats Blair Taylor 38-0. Just like in the Dairyland, the championship in the Ridge and Valley is also up for grabs on the final night of the regular season. Undefeated Ithaca travels to Kickapoo Lafarge, who has just one conference loss. After a Kickapoo Lafarge fumble on their first possession, Ithaca's Cody Klosowski somehow finds his way through this bundle of Predators defenders, dives his way to the end zone. Bulldogs up 6-0. Bulldogs strike again on their next possession. This time they hand it off to Aaron Kepler. He bulldozes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now early in the second quarter, Bulldogs looking to score again. They give it up to Klosowski. Goes up the middle. It's 20-0. Ithaca wins 35-0. They finish the year a perfect 9-0 along with winning the Ridge and Valley outright. More Ridge and Valley. DeSoto with a 32-8 win. So DeSoto becoming playoff eligible with the win makes them eligible for their 19th straight postseason appearance. And Weston also becoming playoff eligible. They beat Wazeeka Steuben 12-6. Bangor, another area team going for a perfect regular season this evening. Cardinals on the road at Brookwood. Bangor's opening drive of the game. Seth Zabel takes the carry off the left side, finding a huge hole and goes 52 yards. Cardinals strike first, 8-0. Next, Bangor possession. Kellen Kravik drops back to pass, finding a wide open Wyatt McDonald from 13 yards out. It's 16-0. Bangor, a perfect 9-0 to wrap up the regular season. They win tonight 44-8. Cashton hosting Necedah, a nice playoff primer for both of these teams as they will head into the postseason after tonight. Late second quarter, Eagles trailing by 18. Jeffrey Jansen with the carry on the right side. 22 yards for the score. Cashton on the board. They're down 18-6. Just minutes later, 4th and 28 for Necedah. Noah Harried with the catch, then throws to Jordan Murphy on a double pass. 39-yard touchdown with 8 seconds left in the half. To the third, Necedah pulling away. Matt Brown rolls to his right, finds James Becker in the corner of the end zone from 21 yards out. Cardinals now lead 32-6, and Necedah with an impressive 47-6 victory at Cashton. Two teams with playoff berths on the line in the Scenic Bluffs tonight, and both of them get victories. New Lisbon wins 30-6, and Hillsboro wins 47-27 to punch their tickets to the playoffs. More scores, Mauston and Prairie du Chien both wrap up their seasons on the losing side of things. Seneca falls to Schulzburg, and Pepinoma completing a perfect regular season, winning tonight 49-0. I'll have to call another timeout. Still more highlights zone up ahead, including highlights from tonight's Chill game. back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. Plenty of drama in the Chills' first game at Green Island Ice Arena and what was a shootout loss to Fairbanks. Coulee Region playing Game 2 of their 3-game series against the defending NAHL champions tonight. 0-0 score in the opening period. Watch number 15, Dominic Florian, pass the puck along the boards, then sneaks in to get the puck right back, scores on a tight-angled shot. Chill take the lead. Fairbanks, though, would score 4 times on 19 shots in the second period, and the Ice Dogs go on to win this one tonight by a final of 5-1.